Hello, my name is Howard Yaphe, Vice President, Strategy and Innovation for Lumentruss. For anyone who's less familiar with Lumentruss, we create integrated architectural lighting solutions. But the deeper point is how we see light as a building material. Light as a building material can be integrated into surfaces, materials, structures, and detail. Lighting as a building material relies on extremely detailed but easy to install solutions to carry design intent. Our internal language is built around form, function, integration, light, and aesthetics, where the aesthetics comes from your lighting design, not a decorative fixture. When these 5 things work together, lighting can do more. It becomes architectural alchemy. We work using a process called co-creation. In co-creation, there are design drivers of the architecture, qualities of light desired by the design team, and then finally we select the fixture for the integrated solution. As an example, the architect wished the staircase to be accented and highlighted from the sides. The qualities of light he wished was a soft, diffuse light which had warm color temperatures. The integrated solution was a baseline millwork product integrated into the sides of the staircase. Design intent is very important. A lot of designs begin with a very simple ambition. The light should feel like it belongs to the architecture. It should be integrated into the wall, the ceiling, the millwork, the edge of the material itself. The integration is often inspired by your ideas and concepts. We are good, responsive listeners. The president of Microsoft changed the company by becoming a learn-it-all company instead of a know-it-all company. At Lumentruss, we try to be a learn-it-all company and learning from yourselves in terms of how to inspire. The Ascend product comes from working with an architect in Chicago. The fade gray finish comes from listening to lighting designers' love of diffuse Alzac finishes for their downlights. Installation is where the drawing starts meeting reality. In many linear systems, each mounting condition behaves like a different product. The dimensions change, the optics change, the accessories change, the light becomes a little different. A field fix introduces a new plane of light or visible interruptions. Nobody wants that. Baseline was designed to deal with field conditions, to provide you with clean installations no matter what the as-built is, so that you can have more ambitious projects knowing that you also will not have additional costs once the lighting design reaches the field. The easiest way to understand baseline is systems first, technology second, profile third. Baseline is the architectural system. It sets the scale, the visual language, and the way the family aligns and integrates. The technologies describe how the lighting behaves. The capabilities are always there. The lighting system needs to behave as you wish it. The scale deserves its own moment. There are plenty of products that do one useful thing. Baseline is a simple 0.74-inch aperture. That compact scale lets the system move between applications and mounting conditions without constantly changing proportion or visual language. It is small enough to integrate quietly, but broad enough to solve real project conditions. Scale also means planes of light. And you can see from below, there are many different opportunities there. Within the optics, we have flat optics, which give you minimal architectural appearance, regressed optics, which provide visual comfort, even something as small as baseline, but allow you to have a 100-foot rollout lens at the same time. We have edge-to-edge lenses for millwork, so that you hide the extrusion from the woodwork, and 2 3D drop lenses for different visual effects. We have integrated louvers, which do not have any flash points, but provide you with a clean appearance. Many of our competition have louvers, but they are on the outside of the fixture, creating a different aperture and a different appearance. We have black lenses to reduce fixture presence. And very important is we have gasketed end caps. When contractors are cutting extrusions in the field to meet precise dimensions, the gasketed end caps make sure that no matter how good or bad that cut is, that you do not have light leak. The technologies respond to different lighting needs. Agile is there for precise geometry. Smooth is there to wash walls or accent different areas. Ascend is a Coveless fixture for indirect lighting, and Temper provides continuity for the outdoors, providing you with an encapsulated, shielded product to help complete the design from indoors to outdoors. Agile is a very important technology. It responds to the geometry of your products, creating patterns of lights, L's, T's, X's, and also integrating into millwork. When you're working on projects, you often have tolerance issues. So Agile responds to those tolerance issues using different tools. We have the OptiLink modules, and we have 1/4 inch cut. So we have precise tape, which has a 1/4 inch cut, and our innovative neat, which is a white co-extruded silicone with diffuse plastic to provide you with a clean appearance, which is always white, either on or off. You can see there the OptiLink corners, which prescribe the corners exactly. Also, there are 2x2s. The 2x2s can combine different optics on different edges so that you could have a 2x2, but the front face can be a wall wash so that you can combine 2 functions into one. Smooth is a very important technology, and the wall wash is exceptionally important. It's the smallest wall wash with only 10 millimeter optic in a 12 millimeter design, so that's only 1/2 of an inch. You can spread them, so they do not have to be continuous, as you can see in the rendering. And it provides you good shielding, both from the room side and from the wall side. On the room side, you cannot see the optic, and on the wall side, we break up the beam into tiny beams so that you do not have glare, and then you have the additional louver as well. The accent and flood louvers also come in the fade gray finish, which makes the fixture look gray when off, but white when on, providing that clean Alzac type finish. When we look at planes of light, we also try to match planes of light. So if you take the very shallow 1100 extrusion and marry it with the shallow 3D lens, you are exactly the same height as a 1200 series. This means that you can combine fixtures in rows and not have various heights throughout the job. Same thing can happen with the louvers from Smooth, where they would match with other lenses in the same height. Okay, and then we have for deeper ones, we can use the 1200 with the deeper 3D lens to match the Smooth louver. When you look at coves, we have Ascend. Ascend mounts simply with a rail on the wall, which you level to whatever height you wish, and then you clip the Ascend onto it. What this does is it eliminates the need for very costly builds of wood, plaster, and paint. So it speeds up your project and provides you with a simple cove optic. Finally, we have our temper product. Temper is a encapsulated product used for outdoors. In the center, you can see the Guy Sherbrooke condo project in Montreal, where we use temper on the exterior of the building. Just so happens that the logo of Lumentruss is also on the side of that building. So in summary, when we put it all together, baseline is not one feature. It is continuity. A project may need millwork, integration, surface runs, recessed lines, suspended conditions, wall wash, indirect edges, many different applications. Those needs can pull the design into different product families and different visual language. But with baseline, you can do it all with one family and keep continuity throughout the space. So if you bring that together, AGILE, which provides geometry, precise geometry for the space, you then continue with smooth for surface illumination or for horizontal accenting and flood. You add coves with ascend to give you that indirect feeling, and then you go outdoors with temper. A truly unique family of products that allows you to have continuous design and creativity. The creativity is all yours with the tools that baseline can provide you. So what are the key design principles behind baseline? Field-friendly precision and adjustability, clean integration into architecture and millwork, and versatility without profile conflict or system fragmentation. A truly new design tool that's there to make sure that not only you have no troubles in design, but that you have the confidence that your contractor can do things well as well. Thank you.